Hi and welcome to Ladybug Designs. I'm going to go green today. We're going to show you how to use up an old calendar for a new project. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks. This is actually my 2010 calendar that I have in my office this year. And of course it's almost August now, so I've got a lot of old pages here. I tore this one out. It's got some lovely, lovely spring colors. And the set that I'm going to use today is Stampin' Up's Flower Fancy. Just like you normally would for embossing. We're going to choose a pretty part of the paper. Right there should work. A little bit of black on there. Alright, so I've stamped my flower on here. Got my embossing powder. Just going to dump that off. Look at how cute. And with the heat gun. The heat gun won't reach up there. It's done. See how it's got a nice shiny coat to it? Alright, now I'm going to cut out my flower. Those aren't beautiful just like that, but I have a tendency to want everything to sparkle. So I'm going to take a little bit more Versamark and cut my little flower. And this is iridescent ice. It's also from Stampin' Up. Just going to go ahead and sprinkle that on here. Now since I used black in my other Patter Pal, I'm either going to want to go wash it or just use a different one so that you don't mix the black in with your clear. Not very pretty. Alright, you're going to sprinkle all those up and heat them again. Now you don't want to heat it too much because you will ruin your black. Just enough to make the iridescent ice sparkle. There we go. Okay, now, to me, I really, really like the sparkly flower. I need to take out some coordinating paper to go with this. Stampin' Up's got over 40 colors, so it's pretty easy to choose one that will coordinate with any of these. That reminded me of the brand new in color Pear Pizzazz, so I kind of went with that. Now to choose a coordinating color with it, coordinate with the Pear Pizzazz, I get out my color coach, find Pear Pizzazz. It tells me right there that it's an in color. I'm going to look on the back, and it gives some suggestions. Well, the red in there reminded me a little bit of the rich razzleberry, so that was the other color that I got to go along with it. And I've got this stamped. And I also wanted to show you a little trick. Here's my picture I'm going to use. This is going to be my backing. I wanted to show you how to make the frame for the picture really easily. If you take your 6x6 cardstock and stick it in here at 1 inch, we're going to make a 1 inch frame. So slide your blade up to 5, push it up to 1, and we're just going to turn it and do the same thing, 5 to 1, turn it again. You could go 1 to 5, but, you know, 5 to 1, one more time, 5 to 1. Okay, and then you've got the part to frame your picture and the part to frame the outside of it. Really easy. Instead of using another piece of paper to frame our picture in, we save some by cutting that out. And no one will even notice because that is going to go over the top. Alright, I've got that ready. I've got my green ready. And I've got a piece of satin ribbon. This is very vanilla satin ribbon. And of course, Stampin' Up. Alright, so I'm just going to tie. Usually I tie knots. Sometimes bows, but usually not. Alright, cut off the excess. Now we're ready to put our picture on where we like it. Added tape. I usually just put it on the 4 corners. And I'm just just going to kind of center that. Well, actually I'm going to offset it a little bit so my flowers will fit. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to put the frame on. Again, just some glue. Put it on my frame. I know, now don't you have a good feeling because you just saved like 30 cents? Now that's ready. Looks a little plain until we get our flowers on. I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensional to put my flowers on. So now I've got my Stampin' Dimensionals on here. It's a good thing we don't see the back of that, right? They're really easy because you just pull them off of here, stick them on here, and then peel off the backing. So it's like a puffy double-sided tape. And then I just want to place these around my picture. There you can see that they're just sitting around the picture. They look pretty good, all sparkly. And here is the finished project. Now you can put it into a 6x6 scrapbook. Thank you for joining me at ladybugdesigns.com. Have a great day.